Hi guys, welcome back to the People in Progress podcast where we talk all things self-improvement, lifestyle and how to live your best life. I'm your host Elsa, and today I wanted to host a little goal setting workshop with you guys. This is going to be episode 2 in my New Year's mini series. I think we're doing 5 episodes in the first 3 weeks of January. I talk all about it in episode 1, which was the last episode that came out on January 1st. That episode was all about like a general cozy goal guide to the New Year's season, and like I said, this episode is going to be all about setting goals for 2024. So first of all, you don't have to listen to all the episodes in this series, and you don't even have to listen to them in order, but if you are interested in setting yourself up for the best year yet in 2024, you might want to follow the podcast obviously to catch them all, because this is only episode 2 of, like I said, I think it's 5, and you might want to also check out episode 1 before this one or after you listen to this one. It doesn't really matter. Also, I wanted to mention that I know we're a couple days into January, and ideally obviously we all would have got our goal setting done in December or on January 1st, whatever, but realistically, with all the holidays going on, with going back to work, with traveling and etc., it is normal to not have all your goals planned out yet. And now I was really lucky. I feel like this is one of the only years I've done this. I actually did plan out my goals in December because I did a goal setting video where I go into detail about my goals. But I have not planned out my goals for January. I haven't got in depth about a lot of the goals. So I'm still goal setting with you guys today, don't worry. And just quickly, if you have already set your goals for 2024, this is still going to be a really good reminder for brainstorming your goals, for developing your goals, making sure your goals are intentional and align with how you want to live your life, and also just with starting your goals. So for these episodes, they're going to be a little bit shorter because we're skipping the segment. At the end of January, I'll come back with my regular episodes where we also talk about what I'm reading, what I'm up to, what's improving my life, as well as my regular episode. But right now we're just going to jump right into it because I know you're busy and we want to get into goal setting. The first thing you need to do when you're setting your goals is to reflect on your intentions behind your goals. The new year is a perfect time to set some powerful intentions, and you want goals that align with you. You want to live your dream life, not the life that other people think you should be living. So you want goals that align with your values. So journal a bit. What do you want your life to look like? What are you going to prioritize this year? Figure out what is meaningful to you. And I actually have some episodes. I'll just pull up the numbers for you guys so I can get them really exact for you if you want to dive more into this. Okay, so episodes 10 and 11 of People in Progress are all about discovering more about yourself, and then episode 16 is all about discovering your values. It's part of my self-discovery Living Your Dream Life series, so if you are interested in this topic, check out those episodes after this one. The next thing you should do goal setting wise is to brain dump all of your ideas out. So to start your brain dump with a little bit of context, first of all, look at your goals from the year before. Have a look at things maybe you didn't finish, or things you did finish and you want to build on, or things you were halfway through that you want to keep going with. And then add to that list by writing down just in general things you're interested in. Have a look on Pinterest, watch some videos, get inspired, look at people who inspire you. And I also think it's great to look at moments just that are really important to you. Like I said, aligning everything with your intentions. Look at times when you are happy and look at the areas of life you actually want to focus on. For example, when you're looking at your values and intentions behind the year, you might realize that you're really happy when you're with people you care about. So although career and monetary goals might seem like they're really important, maybe you should be focusing on friends, family, people you care about, or vice versa. If personal success is what makes you really, really happy and you love being independent and you love showing up for yourself, then you should focus on that rather than say like social goals. Anyway, it's really good to have a balance. It's good to have a variety, but also make sure you're aligning with the things you actually care about. Because I feel like online often we see a bunch of stuff. For example, at the minute everyone's doing the 75 hard on TikTok. I mean, not everyone, but it's getting really trendy, I feel like. Personally, I don't think that aligns with me, and it might not align with you. So just because something's trendy doesn't mean you have to focus on it. That's just a quick example. 75 hard, whatever, all those challenges aren't bad. I love challenges in terms of my goals. But my point is, don't just do stuff because you see people doing it online. Do stuff that is important to you. So the next thing you want to do is plan out your goals. So take your ideas from your brain dump and form them into things you actually want to achieve this year. I have a goal setting Notion template on my Etsy, and I actually did a whole in-depth goal setting video. So obviously this podcast episode is just short, it's succinct, it's quick, and it's a really efficient way to plan out your goals. But if you want to get in-depth on every single aspect, on reflection, on questions, on exactly how to do this, I do have an in-depth guide on YouTube, which I will link down below. And I will also link my goal setting Notion. It's a template which you can use. You just copy the page, and I think it's about $6 Canadian, which is really affordable. So I'll link that down below as well, because that has built into it ways to set intention, ways to set actions, and how to make your goals really apply to you, and also organize and track them. That is where I personally plan out my goals. I've been using this template for years and I really have perfected it, and I'm so obsessed with it. And of people who have bought the template already, I've got some really good feedback, so I really hope you guys like it if you do check it out. But like I said, that is how I'm planning my goals, but you can also use paper, you can make your own Notion thing, a notebook, a poster, however you prefer to track your goals. But however you're tracking your goals, this is already included in my Notion template, like I said. But you need two things behind your goals. You need a why, which is why do you want to achieve this goal? You need actions to achieve it. These are the steps you will take to achieve your goal. And this is super important to break down your goals so you don't get overwhelmed by the big lofty prospects of massive goals that you are going to achieve, but goals are made up of steps and habits that you need to get to first. And if you can't answer these things, if you can't create actions that you're going to do every day, every week, every month, and if you can't think about why you actually want to do this goal, then maybe you should reconsider it. This is really good for making sure your goals align with your life, align with you, because if you can't answer these questions, maybe it's not the goal for you. Okay, and the next thing, obviously, once you've planned out your goals, is to start your goals, because it is January. It is time to dive right into it and start when you're really inspired, because you will be so much more motivated, trust me. If you can hear any noise outside, we have the snowplow going up and down the street. We just had a massive snow last night and it is so pretty outside, but if you can hear any noise, that's what that is. If you've created your goals with actions, then you have the steps you need to take. But even this big list of actions you need to do can be overwhelming. So break down your year into quarters, and even better into months, and look at actions you can assign to each month. So start off with right now with January and February. Like I've said, when this is coming out, I've just started working on my January goals. You don't have to start perfectly on January 1st or perfectly on the 1st of every month. It is okay, and actually showing up is better than perfection. I need to start doing this. I need to organize my January goals as soon as I film this episode, which I am going to do. But look at actions you can start putting into your daily routine, habits you can start working on, and tasks that will help you achieve your goals. Whether it's starting to write every day, or take your vitamins, or take one walk a day, or clean your desk so you can be more productive. Look at these actions that will help you with your goals and start assigning them, starting with January, and then you might also want to start planning for February as well. And just quickly talking about actions, I believe there are two types of actions. There are stepping stone actions, which are actions that are a step towards a goal, often a habit, for example. So I mentioned writing. If your goal this year is to write a book, which is a great goal, you might want to have one of the actions of writing every day. So that is a habit you can start right now. Maybe if you haven't written at all, you might want to start with writing 3 times a week, or writing just a quick half an hour, 15-minute sprint in the morning, and then you can build up every month. You don't have to achieve it right now, immediately. Like I said, expecting absolute perfection straight away is only going to slow yourself down. So these are stepping stone actions that actually make up your goal. So if you're writing every day, you're building your word count every day directly towards your goal. But then there are also task actions. These are tasks that will help you towards your goal, but maybe don't make up your actual goal. So for example, writing a book. Obviously you're trying to get to a certain word count, a certain amount of drafts, etc., etc. The writing every day will help make up your goal, but what are things that will help you achieve your goal? These are often one-off things, and they might be adjacent to your goal. So with writing, cleaning your desk might help you be more productive and might help clear off any roadblocks towards achieving your goal. But for example, if you're taking a test or something, I'm trying to think, because I had to take a language test for my permanent residency thing in Canada recently, and one task that was really sort of a roadblock for me was just getting on my computer, finding all the information, and downloading all the practice tests. So for me, that was a task action, to just put that time aside, download all the PDFs, get all the information, so then I could actually start the stepping stone action of studying for this test. So for me, going out, finding all the information and downloading it to one spot was my task action. So map out these actions, start small, don't get overwhelmed, and implement them into your monthly goals and implement them into your routine. And remember that your big goals, your big achievements are made up of small things. Okay, that is all. We are keeping it really short and succinct and efficient for this goal setting workshop so you guys can dive into it and you guys can get goal setting for 2024. That is so exciting to say. But like I said, if you are interested in this, I will link down below my full YouTube guide, and I will also link down below my full Notion template, which you can download on Etsy. And if you want to know more about my goals for 2024, I do talk about them in my full in-depth goal setting video. But I really hope this was really efficient and helpful for you guys, and I hope it got you inspired to goal set for the new year. Don't forget to follow this podcast to check out the rest of my goal setting series on People in Progress, and then you can also check out episode 1, which was my cozy goal guide for the new year. And yeah, stay tuned. I hope to see you guys in a couple of days because we're getting into episode 3, which is all about tips, tricks, and little life hacks for the new year. See you guys then.